Hey everybody, Dave here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our continued playthrough of the Shadows of Brimstone, Swamps of Death. And as you can see right now, our heroes are in a bit of trouble. In the last episode, right at the end, we had a darkness card come up with the eruption of the dead, and we are having an ambush attack happen. And so we rolled the peril die twice, and we have 7 hungry dead that have come up out of the ground and are going to overtake, or try to overtake and destroy our posse. Now, we do have a Chill of the Grave. All undead enemies are now +1 initiative, +1 combat. And we don't have to worry about this attack, but there is the any attack is an ambush attack on the d6 rolls of 1, 2, or 3. Oh, heroes are +2 on all rolls to catch your breath. And so that would have an effect on the last time. I believe each one of our heroes would have been able to heal one additional thing that they had taken care of. So we'll go ahead and adjust that right now. I missed that before in the last episode when we did that. But anyways, it still doesn't change the fact that we are in trouble here. So as we bring out our enemy sheet, and just to remind us, we have they are an initiative initially of +1. However, they are now +2 initiative because of an ambush, and they are +1 initiative due to Chill of the Grave, so they have an initiative of 4. We have all of our heroes are -1 initiative during the first round of the next fight. So that would put unadjusted, well actually -1 initiative, but the regular initiatives now, Jargono native, she would be down to a 3. And Branson would be down to a 2, and Ezra is down to 1. However, Juva has the Hunter's Reflex, where she is +2 initiative in the first turn of an ambush attack. So she is actually going to be a 5. So she is going to activate before the Hungry Dead. Now, the first thing that we need to do is roll to hold back the darkness. The darkness track is looking pretty bad right now. It is, if we look down here at the track, we can see that it is getting very close to the mine entrance. And if it gets to the mine entrance, it's going to be bad news for us. We'll lose the game. Darkness will, the evil will escape. So let's see what we will be able to do. All right. So let's make our darkness roll. We are looking for a roll of, actually this should go, we should have our party move forward. We still are looking at an 8+, and we rolled an 8. So we are successfully held back the darkness. As we activate Juva, she is going to use her Darkstone Blade, and she's going to hit. She's going to swing at one of these guys right here, probably behind her, trying to take them out. So she needs to roll on a 4+. If she rolls a 5 or 6, she can get a critical hit. And she rolls a 3, so she misses. That's unfortunate. Also, when she started her activation, she would take 1 horror hit for each of these adjacent models. So she's got 3 models. So we're rolling to see if she needs to make a willpower 4+. And she's actually able to prevent 2 of those wounds, so she'll have 1 sanity damage going on to her her character board. Okay, so what's going to happen? The Hungry Dead are all going to activate ahead of everybody else because they are sitting at an initiative of 4. So let's start with, we'll start from left to right. This one here will go ahead and make a melee attack against Branson. They are +1 combat, so they're going to be rolling 2 combat dice. They're going to hit on 4+, And so unsuccessful on this one. This one here will go ahead and also attack Branson. Rolling 2 dice. Rolls a 6 and a 5. So the one, make a defense roll against the one because the other one's a critical hit. And he only rolls a 1 on his defense, so he's actually going to take 6 damage. And that is going to KO Branson. So Branson is now KO'd in this as a result of this. So let me get a KO token and place that on the board. So he's right there. He is off the board. So this is now all right. This one is over here going to attack Ezra, rolling 2 dice. Wow, we are in bad shape here. They were both unsuccessful hits. This one attacking Ezra. Wow, 2 crits, 6 damage. Going on to the onto Ezra. Okay, I was mistaken concerning the critical hits. They do not. The enemies do not get critical hits. So let me make one particular save against Branson. Maybe it will make. It's not going to make a difference in reviving him. However, our prospector needs to make 4+ rolls against those 2 coming in, and he's able to defend against 1. So he's actually going to take 2 wounds on his board. Okay. This one will be attacking Juva, rolling 2 dice. Let's see what she rolls. 1 is coming in. We'll roll a defense roll against that. It needs a 4+. She fails with that. It's going to take 2 wounds. She's almost knocked out. Although, I think at any time she can discard that, use those side bag items. I'm going to have to check the rules on that. Okay, at any time they can discard this to use this. She's going to discard her swamp fungus to heal. I believe it's D6 wounds and D6 sanity. Let me just check just to make sure what the swamp fungus does on the reference cards. Let's see here, so I could show you guys all too. Swamp fungus. Discard and heal D6 wounds and D6 sanity. So we will roll the white one is for our sanity, red is for wounds. We'll see how many we can heal. And she's going to heal 6 wounds and 3 sanity. That's going to be huge for her. She only has 2 wounds on her now. And, alright. Then the next one is going to activate to attack her, rolling 2 dice. And 1 successful hit. So she will roll a defense of 4+, and is unsuccessful, so we'll take 3 wounds from the Hungry Dead. So those will go on her board. She's got 5 wounds now. And the last one attacking, 2 dice, and unsuccessful on both of those. So we've managed to come through this unscathed. All right, next we can activate, well, Branson can't activate, he's knocked out. And so we will activate Ezra. And so Ezra has already used his ancient coin once. He is going to use his pickaxe and try to take out this one right behind him. So he will roll and his D8. And he rolls a 1, and unfortunately doesn't have any grit to go against any of those. So that was unfortunate for him. So after activating now, the next thing we must do is roll to hold back the darkness, and we need to roll an 8+. and we rolled a 10, so we were successful in holding back the darkness. Now the next round, the ambush effect is over, so we will now look at this, and also this this dripping gore, growing dread card is now over as well, because it is past the first round of the fight. So looking at this, the initiative now is going to be Juva has 4, and Ezra has 2, and the Hungry Dead are also at 2. So it's going to be Juva activating first, then Ezra, then, the Hungry Dead, then Ezra. So the first thing she's activate, she has 3 next to her, taking 3 Hoarder hits. Let's see if she can defend against those, rolling willpower saves of 4+, and she has successfully gone up and deflected 2 of those, so she takes 1 sanity damage. And she will now roll for her movement, and rolls a 6. And let's see if she can escape from these guys, rolling a 4+. She's going to try and get away from all 3 of those. Let's see if she can get away from any of them. She's not able to successfully get away from all 3 of them, so she's going to have to fight. And she's going to again use her Darkstone Blade, and will try to attack the one behind her, rolling, she needs a 4+ to hit, and she rolls a 6, which is a critical hit. So she's going to do 6 damage, which is just going to be this 1 enough to take it out, and we'll give her 10 XP. So that's going to put her at 245. Okay. Next, now the Hungry Dead are going to activate, and we'll see. Now we'll have to adjust these two to see if they're going to target somebody else, seeing that they've knocked them out. Who's going to go after who? This one is going to be targeting the Prospector, so he's going to move 1 up into there like that, and the other one will be targeting Juva over here like this. This one is going to move in all the way like that to get around on this side to make sure that he can attack. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is activate these models. So starting here with this one, I will attack with 2 dice against the against Ezra, and unsuccessful. This one unsuccessful, and this one is unsuccessful as well. Wow, they managed to hold them all off. And then these 2, we'll start with this one down here against Juva. 1 hit, so she's going to roll for defense. She needs to roll 4+. She rolls a 1, so she's actually going to take 3 wounds. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll put this over here. She actually has now 8 wounds. She has 11 health. And then this other one over here will attack and has 2 hits. So she needs to defend against these, otherwise she's going to get knocked out again. And she does not do that against either one of them, taking 6 hits. So now she is knocked out as well. So we put her, she's off the board now. And so now Ezra sees both of his companions fall. They are both knocked out due to wounds, but he needs to activate roll for his movement. He rolls a 6. He's going to try to attempt to move away from these guys. Let's see if he can do this. He needs to roll an escape test of 3. Try to get away from them. He's not able to escape from any of them. He's going to use his axe, and he's going to start trying to attack and see if he can take these down one at a time. Starting with this one here. He's going to roll with his axe, and he rolls a 2, and he misses, unfortunately. So that is bad for him. That's the end of the round. We need to roll to hold back the darkness. Need to rolling an 8+, and we roll a 2, so, double ones. So we need to get out our depth event chart and see what happens. Wow, this is bad. Ambush attack. There are fiendish creatures and demons in the dark places of the world. Ambush attack. Draw a threat card to immediately ambush the heroes. So let's draw, and we'll draw another world threat card from the Swamps of Jargono and see what's going to pop up. Something good, something bad, I don't know. It's going to be, man, we are in trouble here. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all for our heroes. I think that they're going to end up losing, being unsuccessful. And we are going to have to fight against some swamp slugs. So there's going to be D3 swamp slugs popping up. So let's see how many there are. We rolled 3. So that's going to be 2 swamp slugs are going to come in and ambush our heroes. So let me grab those models. And we'll have to take a look at those. So they're going to come in right here and right here. This is absolutely horrible for our posse. Swamp slugs they're bad news, and especially if they're ambushing us, that's even better, even worse. So let's look at them. They have terror. A hero starting their activation on the same map tile automatically takes 1 horror hit. They have endurance. This enemy cannot take more than 3 wounds from any single hit. And they also have acidic mucus. At the end of each turn, any hero adjacent to this enemy immediately takes D3 wounds, ignoring defense. They have an initiative of 3. So this is already going to be bad for him. They're going to activate first. And they do 6 damage, and they also have quite a bit of health, too. They have 15 health and 2 defense. So starting this next round, we are going to start with activating these slugs because they have an initiative of 3. So the first thing they're going to do is this one is going to activate Ezra, and so they're rolling 1 die. They hit on a 3+. So he hits a 3. We need to do we need to roll a 4+ to save against this. He rolls a 3, so unfortunately that's bad. So this one does 6 damage coming in. So we have 6 wounds coming in on our prospector. That puts him up to 8 wounds right now. This next swamp slug is going to activate and will roll 1 die against him. They hit on 3+. He rolls a 6. Ezra is going to try to defend against it with a roll of 4+. He rolls a 2, so unfortunately that's 6 more wounds coming in. Let's see, that is putting him at, wow, that's 14 wounds. I think, wow, if he can last, he's not even going to be able, at any time. Let's see, once per adventure. He's actually going to discard a swamp fungus and to try to hold on for dear life. Maybe he's going to heal some, so we'll roll 1 for the white die for the sanity and the red one for the wounds, and he's going to heal 2 and 2. So 2 wounds and 2 sanity are going to come off of there. And I believe that I think that if they can use items, have to look at the rules to see about items. The other thing Ezra is going to do is he's going to drink from his canteen. So it says once per adventure, heal 2d6 wounds or 2d6 sanity damage. So we're going to try to see if we can take some more wounds off that or heal some more. So 2d6, hopefully we roll high. And we rolled a 3 and a 3, so 6 wounds are coming off of him. So he's going to hold on for a little bit longer. Alright, so the next thing that's going to activate now are going to be these hungry dead. And they are all going to be targeting him. This one is going to move in a little bit closer. And so he has a total of 6 of them attacking him at one time. So we'll start with this one. We're going to go we'll start here and we'll go clockwise around him. So actually he's got 1, 2, 3 attacking him. The other ones can't move really around him. So we have the first one, unsuccessful. This one here, rolling 1 success. He's going to roll against he needs to roll 4+. He defends against that one. And finally this last one over here, they hit on 4+, is 2 hits. So we're going to defend against those. And he's able to defend against one of them. So he will have 3 wounds coming at him from this hungry dead. Now, here's where it's going to get ugly, folks. We have to activate Ezra, and we need to see if he's going to even be able to attempt to escape. Okay, one of the things that I did wrong before was in the past has been rolling to escape against these things. I just have to make 1 escape roll. First I have to roll for Ezra's, well, first at the beginning of his activation he's going to take 3, let's see, automatically takes 1 horror hit from the slugs and 1 so he's going to have a total of 5 horror hits that are coming in. So we're going to have to roll defense against them all, willpower of 5+. And so let's see, I've rolled 1 more here. Whoop. Alright, so I rolled 3 6s and a 1 and a 3. So I actually have 2 sanity hits that are coming in from basically the combination of horror and terror from the swamp slugs and the hungry dead. Next I need to roll for movement. And he rolls a 1. So he gives him it gets him a grit. Whoops. And he's going to attempt to wow. I don't want to be adjacent to these guys because that's going to be ignoring defense. He's going to take wounds. He's going to attempt to escape from so I guess that when he rolls an escape value, he just needs to roll that value and he can move away from any adjacent enemies. These have an escape value of 4. This has an escape value of 3. So if he can move, he'll be able to move away. And he rolled a 6, so he can move the 1 space to here and actually get away from those swamp slugs. And then he's going to use his axe to try to take out one of these guys. So he's going to roll the D8. He rolls a 7, which will be a critical hit. So he's going to get 1 damage, basically plus 1 damage. He's going to take out one of these guys. I think he'll take out this one that's standing on Juva. And that will give him 10 XP. And it's not going to really be enough to help him. Because we're still having a lot of things that are going on. Let's go ahead and make our roll to hold back the darkness. And we need an 8+, and we rolled a 7. So that's unfortunate that it's going to go one space closer to the end. And now we're going to activate these slugs, these swamp slugs. They have a movement of 9. So despite the fact that they're slow, they're going to move around. One's going to come here, and the other one's going to come around here. The first one will move around and will make an attack. They roll 3+, 1 combat die. So that one misses. The second one is going to try to attack, and it misses as well. Fortunately for Ezra. Now the hungry dead are going to activate, closing in here, and this one's going to move down. And so now he has 4 of them are going to be attacking. This one starts off rolling 2 dice, and he rolls a 2 and a 6. So 1 is successful. We have to make a defense roll against that of 4+. He's not able to do that, so he's going to take 3 wounds. 1, 2. All right, so he's at 12 wounds right now. He has 16 health, so that's not good. The next one is going to attack, rolling 2 dice, and rolled a 1 and a 3. Those were unsuccessful. This one is going to attack, rolling 2 dice, rolled a 4 and a 1, so 1 successful. Let's roll a 4+ to see if we can save from that. We rolled a 3. That's unfortunate, so he's going to take 3 wounds. And wow, that's going to put him at 15. He's got 15 wounds, and he's got no way to help himself there. He has not taken any more 4 wounds. He hasn't been able to use that talisman that he has, but he's got 1 wound left. This last, this one is going to attack here now. 2 dice. Unsuccessful with a 2 and a 3, and then this last one here, rolling, and 2 hits, so he needs to defend against those, rolling 4+, and he rolled a 6 and a 1, so he's only able to defend against 1. So unfortunately, he also is knocked out. So that's going to have all 3 of our models have been knocked out. So we are failing this. We have failed this mission. So let's see what is going to happen. Actually, what we're going to do, I forgot, we have a revive token. We are going to bring back Ezra is going to make a final stand. He's going to come back and be restored with full health. So no, he's going to have no wounds on them, no sanity damage, and he is going to try to make a final stand against these creatures to see what's going to happen. Things are still not looking very good for him, but he's going to make an activation, and the first thing that he's got is he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. He has 7 horror hits that he needs to defend against because of everything. We have the terror from the swamp slugs, and we have the horror from the hungry dead. So let's see. We need to roll 4+ on. Actually, we need to roll 5+ on all these. And so let's see. We have only 2 successes, so we're going to actually take 5 sanity damage from that. He needs to roll for his movement. I don't think that he's going to be able to move because he's got no space to go through. He can't move through any models. But he rolls a 3. Unfortunately, now he's going to have to try to take out these hungry dead and try to escape from these swamp slugs. He doesn't have any way to. He doesn't have any kind of ranged weapons. And these guys, at the end of each turn, we've got this acidic mucus we've got to worry about with these swamps. They're probably gonna wear him down. But anyways, he's gonna take his axe. He's gonna cleave. He'll try to take his axe and take a hit at one of those slugs. Maybe he'll get lucky and get a critical hit. So he rolls a 5. He's able to hit. They have a defense of 2. So let's see what his combat hits are +1 damage. So he rolls a 1 plus a 1 is 2 damage. It's not even going to get through their defense. So that's unfortunate for him. So that's the end of this particular round, and at the end of each turn, any hero adjacent to this enemy immediately takes D3 wounds, ignoring defense. So let's see what happens here. So Ezra is going to be taking only 2 wounds, fortunately, from the acidic mucus. So next, what we need to do is roll to hold back the darkness. So we're looking for 8+. And we rolled a 5, so unfortunately that's going to go down to a growing dread, which we're going to have to resolve right now. chittering in the dark. From up ahead, you hear a spine-tingling chitter echoing through the halls. You know it's not human speech, but it's in your mind. It seems to be forming words. At last, you have so anyways, every hero takes 2 sanity damage, ignoring willpower. So he's going to take 2 sanity damage. All right. Got that. He's going to go ahead and try to use his swamp fungus and heal D6 wounds and sanity. So we'll roll one. The white is the willpower, and the red is the wounds. So he rolls a 5 and a 1. So he gets to save 5 sanity and 1 wound. So he's only got 2 sanity damage and 1 wound right now. So that was good for him. Okay, so activating now. The slugs were unsuccessful in. Actually, they're going to activate and they're going to try to attack him. So the first one moves in, and rolls an attack die. They hit on 3+. He misses. This one is going to try to attack and hits. So he rolls 1 combat dice, so we need to roll to defend against that. Otherwise, he's going to take 6 damage, so he needs to roll 4+. He rolls a 2, so that's going to take 6 wounds coming in on him. All right, so it's 7 wounds on him. Now the Hungry Dead are going to activate, and they're all in position. They're just going to start taking attacks. We'll start with this one, and we'll work our way around. Hitting on 4+, so 1 hit. He's got to defend against this one, so he needs to roll a 4+. He rolls a 3, so unfortunately that's 3 damage coming in, 3 wounds. So now he's up to 10 wounds, so he has 6 health left. The next one is going to roll for wounds. 1 successful one hit, the other one missed. We're going to roll for, he rolled a 5, so he defends against that one. This one here will roll, and we rolled a 3 and a 2, so those both miss. This one here, we're going to rolls 2 4s, so we need to defend against both of those, needing 4+. We rolled a 6 and a 1, so 3 more wounds coming in. Ezra's just taking a beating. There's nothing that he can use right now to even help him. He's used all of his things that he has in his arsenal, and this one right here is going to attack. This may be the end. Rolls a 5 and a 1, so 1 hit we need to defend against there, rolling 4+, and he's unsuccessful in that, taking 3 wounds, and that is going to put him at 0 health, and so now he is officially now knocked out. And that's it. So now we don't have a revive token to be able to do anything. So this adventure is, let's see, if all the heroes are ever KO'd at the same time, the mission immediately ends in failure. The heroes are considered to escape, but must all still roll for injury or madness. Well, that's great, because the other thing that we have to look at for the adventure is we are lost in the deadly swamps. The heroes are relentlessly bitten by alien insects and torn at by barbed vines and thick mud. Each hero must roll a d6. So we have to see what happens here. If we roll a 1, they lose 1 health permanently. On a 2, 3, or 4, they must discard $100 or some darkstone or an item lost to the muddy waters of the swamp. And a roll of 5 or 6, the heroes emerge unscathed. So let's start with, we'll start with Juva. She rolls a 2, so she must discard $100, or she must discard D3. She'd have to get rid of Darkstone or 1 item. Well, I think if she's going to get rid of her item, she's going to give up this bow. Well, actually, no, because she might be able to get her thing. Let's see. She doesn't have any. She has 50 gold. She must discard $100, D3 Darkstone, or 1 item. Well, she's going to lose this. She's going to lose her heritage charm, which was her personal item. That's unfortunate. That's lost to the muddy waters of the swamp. The next thing that we are going to roll for is Branson. And Branson rolls a 5. He's actually going to emerge unscathed. And we roll for Ezra. And Ezra is going to, let's see, he may lose an item. He's going to have to lose an item, maybe. Or he's going to have to give up 100. And he doesn't have any dark stone. So, oh boy, he's going to actually lose. He'll give up this, lose this, well, this is an artifact. But still, he's going to lose this. This talisman is going to fall into the muddy waters of the swamp. So that is lost forever. And now what we need to do is roll on the injury chart to see what happens as we recover for our. Well, we'll just have to see what kind of injuries we have because the adventure is going to be over. So let's roll for Juva. She's already had one bad thing happen to her. And so she rolls a 9. So now she's got a broken collarbone. Not particularly debilitating, but it sure hurts. You find yourself cringing a lot from the pain. You're now -1 max grit. So she's got a mangled hand and a broken collarbone. So she's -1 max grit. And we have now for Branson. Branson has a 6. He has a slashed leg. You are -1 move. So for a minimum of 1. So now he's -1 move. And finally for Ezra, let's see what happens to Ezra. He rolls a 4. He is now going to have a mangled hand. Wow. So that's gonna his heavy pickaxe now is can no longer get critical hits. So we've got, wow, these guys are bad. This is bad for these guys. So since the swamps have proven to be deadly, we've seen what happens here with these guys. They're going to end up running away. They're going to consider to escape. So that concludes this particular adventure, but I am going to have another episode where we will actually have a town visit, so I hope you guys will tune in for that. Let me know what you think of this. These guys fought down to the bare minimum, or bare wire, I should say. They went down till they had nothing left in them. We still didn't even get to the epic threat, but the swamps, they are deadly. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the traveling episode as they go to town.